our co-host for today, gets to go out all the time and has probably eaten out more than all three of us put together. And I get to go out a lot as well. She is the food writer. Courtney Brandt is in the house on the DXB today so far.
Yes, glad to be back. Love being here.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So tell us what's been happening. I haven't seen you for a while.
It has been, you know, if we just, put aside dining and dining out and all the restaurants, like if you just focus on drinking, beverages, just that one topic, there's so much going on. I think Ferris obviously was out and about seeing things, but I think today, as much as I, judge food and all this, with drinks, it's vibes for me.
I like that.
I'm a vibe person when it comes to my coffees and my teas and all of that.
Yeah, right?
But Lane's more of, I think, he's a bit of a purist when it comes to his coffee. But nowadays, there are a lot of places who are just mixing it up, right? Yes. But are there any places top of mind that you think are really doing it well?
Excellent question. And it's, I don't want to offend anybody. I think the vibe for me is Nightjar and Al Circal. I like it because also, and true story, I had guests in town last month and we brought some home and they took every bag we had. So what I like there is that once you find the thing you like, you can also then do it at home. So if you're waking up at 4 a.m., you can ground your own. I know you probably just, your eyes are barely open, but there's something there about it's different origins, different countries, there's a lot.
They got cool names and cool packets.
They do.
Well.
T-shirts, merch, the whole thing.
I've genuinely got a coffee machine with a timer on it next to the bed. So I'm not getting up and grinding anything. I wake up and it's there.
The smell in the house. No, I think the olfactory part is a huge, just it goes with all of it. But I think looking beyond that, we could look at Orfali Brothers. They've got a huge kombucha program. So for my kombucha heads out there, that it can be about fermentation that's done in country. And when we look back maybe 10, 15 years, this wasn't part of the market. Arabica, there's Japanese, kind of cold brews, there's Scandinavian. Whatever your style is, you're going to be able to find it.
Well, Courtney, you did say you didn't want to offend anyone.
Yes.
Which goes against my next question. So without naming any names, UAE, there's a lot of amazing innovations that come out of it.
Yes.
There's a lot of terrible gimmicks that come out of it.
Yes.
What are some gimmicks that you've seen without naming anyone specific that you didn't like?
Gimmicks when it comes to drinks, I think you know what, I'm going to spin this into a positive, and I would like to see, and I think we're going to see more of. So we know Dubai chocolate global. Like I was in Bangkok last year and I was like, wait, why is there like Dubai chocolate here? And I've just heard that Shake Shack is going to do a collab and they're going to do a milkshake Dubai chocolate.
You're going to say a burger?
No.
Yes, so it's still a beverage, still counts. But for those who are maybe like, I don't like coffee, but I like sweets, still a drink. Yeah, I've just blown your mind.
You've completely blown my mind because that's the thing. I've been talking about this for the last week, and it's an international thing now, right? So mixing that name, that brand name, is a wonderful thing, I think.
And such a good point because I think some of our brands, Arabica is one of them that is going out. We've seen, I know there's a lot of the international biggies that have come in. But Dubai's getting out there, and I think I'm really proud to see that. Imagine if you're in London or Oman or Saudi, and you see one of our brands. This is what I'm so proud of this industry.
Yeah, because people don't really call it the Fix-It chocolate. They call it the Dubai viral chocolate.
True.
Yes.
So Dubai is actually adding to the name.
Yes.
I want to see more of that. The hit Dubai TV show that takes the whole world global DXB today.
Nicely done. But since you've mentioned gimmicks, Faris, let's move on to trends now. What do you think are people leaning towards more nowadays? Is it like the artisanal drinks or is it more about the healthy stuff?
You've got, I think it's to each their own. Like to me, even more than food, that what we drink is so, it's what we do every day. We can go dine out sometimes, but we drink things all day, every day. And some people it's matcha, some people it's kombucha, some people it's coffee. So I think from a trend point, I think just diners and people in general are much more aware of what we're putting in our bodies. And so we're asking companies to kind of step up to that and say, maybe where did this come from? Where are these beans located? And it matters to a lot of people now. And we do have that dialogue between the person making our food or drinks and being able to say, hey, I'd really like to know the provenance of this.
What's your go-to beverage?
Can I say that I'm a basic and it's sparkling water, but it's Antipodes, but they do a water taste test. And I want you to take the challenge.
Well up for it.
Yes.
Do you want me blindfolded? However you want me, I will do it.
But if I'm trying to, at home I have my little bubble bros, but I also, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, at Spinneys there is a biscuit tea. and it is really, really basic, but I love it. It's like a little cup of home. I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like you try so many things in your job that sometimes you like the simplicity.
Yeah, but my day starts. Yours starts with the alarm going off, and mine
Black
starts
coffee.
with my biscuit tea.
Well, I do want to know, with all the places that you visit, cafe, it's so difficult to come up with a new concept, to innovate. What are some interesting things you've seen when it comes to cafes specifically and how they've set themselves apart? And what would you like to see more of?
Oh, that is a question I wish I had some money to back on. But I think it's a lot of geography these days. We all talked offline that traffic is a huge driver. Who is your local that you can support that I don't, because even if I like a good cup of coffee or tea or whatever, I can't maybe commit an hour in the car each way to that. So I think it's about, the trend is it something that's consistent? It's sometimes in Dubai, sometimes I feel that we have a bit of lack of that, that if you go and I go, and then we send Lane, we want him to have the exact same experience we did. So as a trend, I would just say, who's your local? Go support them. The big guys, the international guys, they have plenty of money. Like, let's keep it in town.
Brilliant. And do you have any go-to places specifically? Because now I want your top tips.
Okay, I'm a 21 grams, which is cafe. It's less, the focus is, they do have many different drinks and lots of different things, but because I'm a bit of a foodie, I do have to have that kind of food element. I also think it's important, if you think of people who work and people who want to have that coffee and be in a workspace, cassette, which is over, you know what I mean? Yeah. Here's the thing, when I walk into a coffee shop, I want to see the plugs and I want to see the outlets. I want cool music, and they have the Spotify playlist. Like, this is what I want, vibes. I want vibes and drinks and food and a good place to have a meeting or do my own work.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow, Courtney, well, stick around, please. We have a lot more going on, some amazing guests, and hopefully we're going to have some sort of beverages live in the studio, I hope. Wicked. Nice. But next up, we'll be finding out the latest trends in the beverage industry with the expert in beverages and all good things, Nana Sahir.